Hi, and welcome to the What's Cooking Show. I'm your host today, Joey Puberto with Piggly Wiggly in Opelousas.
And I'm Chef Jason Hugay from the Steamboat Warehouse in Washington, Louisiana. Today we are here with Barry and Willie from Cookin, and we're going to be talking about the Etoufee cook-off in Eunice. So guys, what are we going to be making today for the show?
We are making crawfish Etoufee, and just to let everybody know, I stayed out all night catching the crawfish, making the butter, cutting the onions, and preparing everything.
It's going to be a special dish.
So join us back for more What's Cooking in just a few minutes.
Welcome back to the show, everyone. We are here, and we are going to make some crawfish Etoufee. And how are we going to begin our sauce, our pot?
We have 1 stick of butter for a pound of crawfish. We put 1 stick of butter. The butter is now melted. We're going to saute fresh onions and peppers.
That you cut last night?
That I cut. I cut these this morning.
Oh, okay.
I caught the crawfish last night.
Oh, okay.
You can't do it all in one night.
No, so if somebody's looking for somebody has some empty traps out there, it's Barry.
Blame it on Barry, huh?
We're going to saute these onions a little while, get them nice and clear, and then we're going to make the rest of our sauce. Crawfish will be the last ingredient we put in.
Correct.
Okay. Well, Barry, while he's doing that, why don't you tell us more about the Eunice crawfish?
Well, this is the
30th, I believe, 30th year.
This is the 30th year.
This started off. The first one we had was a downpour. We had water up to our ankles, and from there on, it was successful. Every year we have a good time. People come out. It's very family oriented. In fact, probably there's more kids there than there is adults. Mm-hmm. You can let your kids loose where it's at. There's not a high traffic area. There's French music, of course, and
All
they have
arts and crafts
and things to drink, plenty to eat. They even have non-crawfish stuff for people who don't eat crawfish or might be allergic for some reason. Every year is a success, and people have a good time. We had people last year. I spoke to people from California that came in just for
really?
Which amazes me. I mean, I wouldn't fly to California for something, but I guess the music's there and it's a good time for everybody. And of course, the weather looks like it's going to cooperate this year, so we should have a large crowd and things should go well.
We have a couple of couples that come from Green Bay every year.
Really?
They have an RV and they come in just for the event.
Wow, that's great. So it's this coming weekend, Barry?
This coming weekend. So from
Sunday.
Around 10 o'clock, you can come and start. The music should start and
walk around and enjoy yourself.
And people come with crafts. They have all kinds of different crafts people make and jewelry and jams. And last year, some guy had a crawfish jam, which I didn't try. But there's all kinds of different things for you and your family to enjoy.
Last year, there was a guy, and I walked around looking at the arts and crafts, and there was one guy who was selling a lot of these different wooden things that he would be creative with, well, not just birdhouses, but little things with like the Browning symbols. And I bought a few different things to hang inside my camp, like were beautiful. Oh yeah. Like cypress wood and something he used shotgun shells to do and decorate with. And so I bought 2 or 3 items from him and got his little card. And
he made a birdhouse for me using a pole, like a Cookin framing pole.
Really?
Wow.
That's awesome. Dude's creative. So check him out if you have a doubt it this weekend.
But Sunday, food has to be served by 11. So if you're hungry, come about 11. Come a little bit before. Have a couple of adult beverages. Let your kids go on the fun jump. Listen to some good music.
Yeah, they actually, in front of the stage, it's not just standing.
No, bring your own chair, by the way. Bring your own chair.
Yeah.
There are some benches, but if you want to be more comfortable, bring your own chair. It's amazing. I mean, it usually ends up at 5:30, something like that. And it just, last year was just amazing to see the amount of people that was there. Just relaxing, and the breeze under the pavilion is good.
Last year was perfect weather.
It's out the sun. The pavilion is covered, so you
plenty of parking. Just
sit down and get out the sun if you want. There's no bad weather this year, thank goodness. It doesn't look that way.
And it's family friendly for several reasons because it doesn't cost to park. You don't have to play the park.
It doesn't cost to get in.
It doesn't cost to get in. Yeah. The fee is nominal to buy the crawfish, the tickets. So a guy with a couple of kids can come in and enjoy themselves and not have to break the bank to get there.
Exactly, yeah.
And we've kept it that way. They've kept it in that mode, which is good.
Yeah, it's just growing every year.
So when is the deadline for entries? Do you know right offhand, Barry? Or
I don't know offhand, but it should be.
Can you enter that morning?
You don't think it would take somebody that morning?
You can call Francine at the chamber, 457-2565, and she can give you all the information.
Chamber of
on
Commerce
that.
is the one that sponsors the event.
Right, correct. And
Yeah.
Francine, the director of the chamber is Francine Hughes. She can give you all the information. 457-2565. Tell her Willie sent you.
Willie sent you.
Willie
So
B.
where we at, Willie?
Right now we are sauteing our onions. They're almost at the point where they'd be ready enough. Next ingredient that we're going to put in is, what I like to put in, a little bit of tomato paste in there. Not much because we don't want it, I don't like it
Overpowering. Yeah.
overpowering or too
Too
red.
much
So we
tomato
put just
might
a
be
little
too-
bit
yeah.
to color it.
And you can get all these local ingredients.
That's right.
That's
At the, 2 locations at Piggly Wiggly and Opelousas. They are-
8410 Highway 182 North
Or
1305 Heather Drive,
or our sister store.
16229 Highway 1 Simsport.
You got
Tell
it,
them Jason sent you.
That's right.
Y'all got it down pat.
Oh, Jason got it, Pat.
They don't tell them on to nothing. You just go in there.
You're right.
Okay, we're going to take a short break, and we're going to come back with more What's Cooking Show with Willie and Barry in just a few minutes. Welcome back to What's Cooking Show, everybody. Again, we have Barry and Willie here with us from Clico, and they are cooking us a crawfish etouffee in a reference to the crawfish etouffee cook-off that's coming up in Eunice this weekend.
That's right. This next thing we're gonna do, we have the tomatoes just about the color that we want. Got some homemade stock, which is probably everybody's secret ingredient that we're gonna put in here just to,
So what's the secret?
It looks good.
it's a secret ingredient.
What's the secret? You got to put a
Dishwater.
secret.
My water.
Nobody is gonna reveal their secret.
We
Dirty
washed the
mouth
pot
water.
last night. That's what left over.
So
There you go.
is this the recipe that y'all going to be cooking?
Not necessarily.
Yeah, yeah.
No.
This is for television.
Yeah, we
for
wouldn't
television.
cook this
we
alone.
leave a few things out.
Well, yeah.
We leave out the cigar ashes and everything else.
We don't wash our hands the day before.
Chewing tobacco.
Yeah,
I like to use the stock instead in place of water a little bit. The stock has flavoring, of course, and it kind of gives it a little thickening.
Stock
very
is
good.
always the key.
Stock is the
A
key.
good stock.
A good
Yeah.
stock.
You can make a
That's
bad
it.
stock.
So on the recipe it says just stock.
Just
Right.
stock.
Okay.
Secret stock.
Okay, got you.
You figure out what the secret is.
And to remind everybody at home, if you want to copy this recipe or any other recipe done here on the show, you can go to our website at kdcg.com and click on the What's Cooking Show.
Cool.
And they all are in there. Right, Jason?
Categories. We have different categories. You can, they're easily organized on the website. So if you want to find a specific recipe, it's
That's
very
it.
easy to find.
Extremely easy. And you can also video, just do some
YouTube.
shows at YouTube.
We have
yeah.
YouTube shows.
Right.
If you want to check those out.
Jason, I'm not as good as you, so I'm not going to take my fingers like a true chef and just sprinkle.
Oh, come on,
I'm just
man.
going to do it out the
he's
container.
afraid that he touches the hot crawfish in the pot.
Ah,
Gets too close.
And of course, you just season the taste. Some people like a little bit more, some people like less, or none at all.
Is that a secret seasoning? Is that something y'all
Secret
make?
seasoning, I made that this morning.
you just made everything.
With the stock.
Actually, I
and,
took it out the cabinet and I just mixed it all together and said, all right, we got it made.
Did you grow
Now we
those? You grew those onions?
I sure did.
Stuff too.
I grew all that stuff. Now,
Of
once
course, the key is Louisiana crawfish.
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
obviously.
that's it.
Never
Did you
use
grow
a-
crawfish too?
no, we
okay.
just stole the crawfish.
Okay. Don't say that too loud.
You borrowed them. It's not a- it's
We
not a-
borrowed them. We're gonna give them back. We'll put them back in the trap. Once we get the sauce like we want it, we'll put the crawfish in. Let it come back
Well, that's
up
just
to a
beautiful
simmer.
at this point already. So
It is, and you don't have to cook crawfish long. First of all, they're already cooked
Yeah,
when you
right.
take them out the bag. You just bring it back up to temp, cover it, and let it go.
you actually don't want to cook them too long.
No,
'cause
no.
a good Louisiana crawfish is tender. And if you overcook them, they turn
You lose the
darker.
flavor.
Yeah.
Well, not only that, but they get smaller.
And mushy.
That's right.
And we just leave it like that. When it gets back up to temp, it's covered and done.
Really.
That's
I'm
easy enough.
I'm gonna cook some rice for y'all, and we'll be ready to eat.
Take a little taste.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure the
Sounds
seasoning's
good.
in.
Something good for breakfast this morning.
Mm-hmm. Even grits.
Even grits, yeah.
I like
right.
I like to eat it the next day. I like to fry an egg, and then put my rice, put my fried egg on top, then put some crawfish etouffee on top of that. That's my breakfast.
That's not bad. Sounds
Take
great.
you take you some boudin out the case and then make some little boudin
Ooh,
cakes, patties. Do that first, then put your crawfish on top, and then your sunny side up egg.
now everybody sees why we have so many hard boxes in the kitty. If you are a heart doctor, come to South Louisiana.
You'll make your money.
You'll make your
No,
money.
you will. You might be overworked, but I mean,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But there's nothing heart healthy here. We have butter, we have fat, we have everything you can think of in here, seasoning, pepper, but it's good.
but
Sure, yeah.
just take
So
your
again,
walk
Barry,
around
tell us the dates and everything for the.
It's Saturday morning. It'll be the
Sunday morning.
Sunday morning. Jesus, okay. Sunday morning. With the date of what?
The 29th.
The 29th. It's at the Northwest Community Center Pavilion. That's where it's being held. It's off of Eisenhower Street. If you go down Eisenhower between, Winn-Dixie and a little grocery store there, you go down all the way to the end. It's next to the St. Ed's football field. And it's very easy to find. Like I said, free parking, free entry. The kids are going to have a good time. Mom and Dad's going to have a good time. And you're going to come back next year again, I promise you.
So how many entries do y'all usually have for this?
This year, how many they have? They've had as many as 100 and somewhat.
Wow.
Last year was close to 40, and I think they're expecting about the same again this year.
Price of crawfish affects a lot of people from participating, of
true.
course,
True.
because especially when amateurs,
Yeah.
But the competition is hot. I mean, people are really.
Is there a minimum amount that you have to prepare?
15 pounds.
Okay. Yeah.
15 pounds is what they're recommending this year. And reason being is we start serving at 11, and a lot of times by 12 o'clock everything is gone.
Gone, yeah.
And
Wow.
people come to eat crawfish, and,
That's a
and
lot
hopefully you want to give them
of
some
crawfish Etoufee being consumed.
In one place.
You're right.
That is
Wow,
a lot.
just think, 15 pounds.
Times
per
however many teams, 40,
yeah.
50 teams.
That's a lot of crawfish.
That's crazy.
Man,
So they go by
that's a-
Piggly Wiggly, they buy their stuff, and they
That's
come and
right.
prepare their crawfish.
That's right. All the fresh ingredients that Barry used here, Barry and Willie is here this morning, can be found at your Piggly Wiggly stores in Opelousas, 2 locations, one on the south side, one on the north side. You can hit either one wherever you can.
Either one.
And you have a great deal at Piggly Wiggly.
Oh, we always do. Yeah. Oh, yeah. We
The
run
fresh crawfish tails at the pig.
Actually, when we sell our crawfish, we usually sell it a penny less per pound than what we buy it for. It's our calling card.
Really?
Pulls them in.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what.
It gets
you know,
people in to come get that, and they need to buy other ingredients
That's
to
correct,
go with
yeah.
it.
So,
you're still making
I think
something.
the way Mr. Dale and Uncle Leroy at the time had said that you're gaining a friend by doing this way.
True.
That's
You
right.
know, so that was a way to bring him in.
And you're not
make
really
a friend.
losing money. I mean,
That's it, a penny a pound. I mean, really.
say you sell 100 pounds.
yeah,
in a
you just lost
weekend.
$1. But
Exactly.
still, it's the princess.
But
You,
you didn't-
lose,
but
you
you
lose
didn't
$1,
lose.
but you make more.
But you didn't lose.
No,
That's right.
you didn't lose.
Really?
You gain.
Yeah.
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 Because what goes better with crawfish than cold beer?
That's true. That's
You're
true.
right. So you're going to buy at least a case or two.
You gotta buy
yeah.
bread, rice, and all
Except
things
Barry
like-
and I, we gave up alcohol for Lent.
So we're trying to.
Ooh, we.
It's a long Lent this
That's
year.
a total. That's a million years of purgatory I won't have to do.
So he's only down to 10.
It's a long Lent this
Unlike
year.
me, who's going straight to heaven.
Yeah, I don't know why Lent's been so long this year, but it's been really long.
Longer than last year's Lent?
All we,
Longer
can,
than last year's Lent.
all we can say is that Hiram Walker has sent us a get well card.
Right, they're very concerned. Even the stock is down, I'm sure.
So, how many years have y'all been doing the crawfish Etoufee cook-off?
I think it's our 30th year that
Yeah, I've been-
I participated in it. He participated over the year. We competed against each other, and so it's been interesting.
Now we just cook together.
Now we just cook together.
Sometimes we argue. People think that we're fighting and we're arguing, but it's just the way that we talk.
It's a discussion. That's it.
Could go either way.
It
but
could
it's a
go,
discussion.
it could go either way.
Especially now that we gave up alcohol, it might be a.
All right.
A serious discussion.
Yeah.
Every cook cooks different, so it's kind of we
That's true.
kind of give in to each other on certain things. I won't mention the secret ingredient he usually uses that antagonizes me, but anyway,
that's not-
he brings it out every time, and now he buys it by the gallon because
It's actually the same gallon. I never cracked the seal. I just pass it around.
and he buys it at Piggly Wiggly.
So y'all gained a friend.
And what it is sometimes when I cook gravies or gumbo or anything, I like to put a little bit of kitchen bouquet. I
Yeah.
like the browning agent in it. He doesn't, but that's why I win. He don't.
Now that's a South Louisiana. That's a South Louisiana discussion. Some believe in it, some are hating
Yeah,
and
we're
said
gonna
no
leave that
way,
one alone.
never.
But it's an area thing, because Church Point, where I'm from, a lot of us cook with kitchen bouquet.
You'll cheat a lot.
Well, let's take a quick break, Joe.
Let's take a break now.
Yeah. On that note, let's take a little break.
And we'll come back more What's Cooking in just a few minutes.
Welcome back, everyone. We're here at the What's Cooking show, and we're having a good time. We're about to finish up our dish. Willie, for the people who are just tuning in now, give us a rundown of how we prepared our etouffee today.
Well, people do it different. I like to do a stick of butter per pound of crawfish, or more or less. Melt the butter, saute your onions.
That you grew.
That I grew and cut myself. Put a little bit of tomato paste, just a little bit to color it. Some stock, homemade stock.
Secret
recipe.
Secret
Because you
stock.
still won't tell us the secret.
Oh, no.
They sell that at the Piggly Wiggly.
That's right.
Your
So
secret.
I know the secret.
Piggly Wiggly stock. Seasoning to taste. Bring all that to a simmer. Put your crawfish in. Bring it back up to temp, back up to a simmer. Turn the fire off, cover it, and you're ready to go.
Simple as can be.
That's
As simple
it.
as it can be. It's one of the easiest dishes to cook.
Yep.
That's
well,
correct.
like my philosophy is always simple is best.
That's
If
right.
you take an ingredient or an item like beautiful Louisiana crawfish, when you try to do too much to it or add too many ingredients to flavor it, you're taking away from the great crawfish flavor. Let it speak for itself. Add as little as possible to the dish and let it do its own thing.
Like some people would take the fat out the bag. They'll drain the fat into
Why?
the crawfish. I don't.
Best part.
Yep.
That
Most
is the best
flavorful part of the crawfish.
When I was in high school and I worked in the grocery store, they'd actually sell the packs of
Yes.
fat.
Yeah.
Yes.
There were different places around that would sell them in the little packs, and if I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong, but I think I'm 100% right. But it's illegal to sell it now,
I
and I
think
was
it is.
told that by a person who used to sell it, and I don't know why. That's the
Health issues, possibly?
why.
I don't know, but it's good.
But, you know, all of our elders were raised on
It's
stuff
funny,
like
they
that.
haven't outlawed crackling.
You're right, and may come.
Don't say that too loud, Barry.
The federal government we got these days, they might.
Yeah. So Barry, again, tell us all the information about the crawfish etouffee
Sunday
cook-off.
morning in Eunice, in the Northwest Community Center Pavilion. It's the great World Championship Crawfish Etouffee Contest. Willie and I are cooking in it also, so we're, if you want to come by our tent, we're going to have the best crawfish there, despite what the judges say.
That's right. We've got first and
Oh,
2
by the way,
seconds
how
in
much
there
I owe
already.
you for?
Hey, you see this table? My hand is under it.
We're gonna have a good time, and I mean, we're very competitive, and the cooks are competitive. We have a good time. We enjoy each other's rivalry, and we.
Everybody wants the bragging rights
Sure.
for the whole year till next year's.
That's right.
You know?
That's right. Willie likes it so much they put it on the Cookin seasoning box. But anyway,
When you design the label, you put what you want.
that's right.
You're
Okay. I have another take on that, but anyway, we can just go. We can't say it on there. But anyway, it's a very family-oriented program, festival. I don't care if you're 80 years old or you're 8 weeks old. You're gonna have a good time there. Your parents will be there. You can let the children go and enjoy themselves. There's hundreds of people there every
How
year.
many actual bands play throughout the day? Is it one band that just plays all day?
no.
And if you give me a second to look at my phone, I'll give you a rundown on the bands.
That would be perfect.
We have Le Band de Plaquemine Brûlé, Horace Tronhon and the Austin Express,
It's always a good
and
one.
it's going to close out with Steve Riley and High Performance.
Come on.
So you have
There
some
go.
good bands playing. I guarantee you're gonna have a good time.
Yeah, yeah.
Your foot's gonna be tapping. I promise.
It's just a good South Louisiana event.
You don't just have to come and eat. You can come
Yeah.
and
Play.
listen to music, play,
You know,
let your kids play, buy arts
Like
and
you
crafts.
said, adult beverages every now and then.
Someone said yesterday,
Don't
we were
drink
talking
and drive.
about it, they said the Etoufee contest and Mardi Gras in Eunice is our two main
Yeah.
deals. I mean, people are attracted to Eunice for those two purposes. And what's good, one starts Lent, one kind of ends Lent. So people have a good time. They come enjoy themselves
But
very
it's like you
much.
said, people come from all over the country to come here. So
Oh, yeah.
Well, guys, how about we start plating up?
Some
Now, you
fresh.
didn't grow the rice. You bought it at Piggly Wiggly. Let's be honest.
yeah,
Okay, I'll be honest. I bought it at Piggly Wiggly.
already cooked.
Okay, and I did wash my fingers this morning.
He's lying.
Before he made coffee.
He's plating that up pretty though.
Well, the chef told me ahead of time how to do it.
When I go to Steamboat, that's how they serve it to me. So
You need a job?
No, well, yeah. I can guarantee if you give him a job in the line, you'd lose money.
Let me ask you something. You do this with the plate?
No.
Okay, well, I don't want my job.
Don't tell my secrets.
Because I could be good at that. I'm a good sampler.
But it looks good. Once again, you can get all these ingredients.
That's right,
at
at your local Piggly Wiggly stores with 2 locations. Where they at, Jason?
8410 Highway 182 North, which is the one closer to me.
A lot of crawfish.
And in my
1305 Heather Drive.
Correct.
Which is Joey's
And
store.
if you're going up north,
If you're in the Simsport area, 16229 Highway 1 Simsport.
There's a tonnage in there.
yeah, you can drop by either one of our stores, and all the fresh ingredients that Willie used here today, you can pick up there, along with your fresh Louisiana crawfish.
Yep, at $11.99 a pound.
That's right.
A penny less than what they pay for it.
Exactly,
That's
because
right.
we make friends at Pig.
That's a
right.
deal.
That's where we wanna be.
A good deal.
We want to be the friendly store.
That's the benefit of buying local.
That's right.
My son, when we were growing up, he called it Piggy Wiggy.
Piggy Wiggy.
We still at home call it Piggy Wiggy. We don't call it Piggy Wiggy.
I tell you one thing
We just call
about
it the pig.
I tell you one
The
thing about
pig,
the
yeah.
pig. They sell some meat.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all sell some meat, man.
A
Every
lot.
time I go in there, people are loading up with the meat.
Certified Angus beef, that's one of the hottest thing on the market
But
right
I
it's
like this.
specialty meats. You
Yes.
have what we like.
now. Oh,
I
yeah.
like the CAB ground beef.
Yes, I do.
CAB ground
CAB?
beef.
Why
Yes.
CAB?
Certified Angus beef.
Oh,
it.
excuse me.
It's just not. It's not just your
Regular ground meat.
ground
yes.
beef, ground chuck, ground round. It's CAB.
It's a notch above.
Yes.
Yes,
And you
yes,
can tell the difference. You
Oh,
can.
you can.
What do you
tell
like?
the
You like the 80-20, 73-20? What?
80-20 is usually what we go with, you know.
80-20.
You want some fat in it so it's juicy. If you're going to use it to make hamburgers or something like that.
See, I like to mix pork and beef together to make hamburgers.
Yeah. But
Or-
Definitely.
that's a good idea too. But well, if you want to get fancy, you can take some deer meat like I do, grind it up, straight wild deer meat, and I take some applewood smoked bacon, and I grind that, and that's my 20, and I do 80% deer, and then I just mix my ingredients: parsley, green onions, stuff like that. Put that on a pit, and it's the most juiciest hamburger.
And you didn't bring us
Yes.
any?
No, sure didn't.
I think you're cooking next week. And
I don't share my.
We'll be where y'all at.
Let's do that.
I
Next
can do some talking for Piggly Wiggly.
And again, if you want a copy of the recipe that Willie did for us today, you can go to our website at kdcg.com and click on the What's Cooking show.
You got it twice in one show.
Twice in one show. I'm doing good.
Perfect.
And we'll see y'all Sunday at the festival.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
And,
yeah.
if
You'll see me too.
You want to come by the store or the Steamboat and pick up the copy of the recipes, or, if you don't have access to a computer, or you just come by the store.
Or if you want to be on the show.
That's right. You can just call here at the Delta Media. Talk to Miss Kathy up front. We'd be glad to have anybody. You don't have to be a professional chef. If
Lord
you-
knows.
Look for the 2 fools.
Yeah, y'all head down to Eunice this coming Sunday for the Crawfish Etoufee Cook-Off.
Be fun.
Jason and I'll be there somewhere. But
Somewhere around there.
And then y'all 2 guys will be there. Y'all cooking together.
Yeah, we're
Correct.
cooking together.
We're not compete. They won't let us compete with each other.
No.
They won't let you.
No, because then we'll fight.
Yeah.
Not together. Y'all compete, just not together.
And y'all gonna enjoy a whole bunch of wonderful crawfish etouffees, I'm sure. And,
Very good.
If you want to cook in it, I'm sure you can contact the chamber,
Chamber of Commerce. and you-
457-2565.
and they'll be able to give you all the information you need. So, guys, thank y'all so much for coming to
It's
the show
always a
again.
pleasure.
Good luck to y'all this weekend. Hope one of y'all do something.
Good luck this weekend.
And thank y'all for watching
Miami.
What's Cooking.
Now, you know we can't win now.